how to FUBAR'd the Cold War so early, everyone goes WTF. The Cold War, a time of paranoia, spies, and enough nukes to toast the planet 10 times over. But what if both sides went above and beyond to make everything extra ridiculous? Here's how to screw up so badly that historians would just put question mark, question mark, question mark in the textbooks. Segment 1, United States, the land of paranoid plot twist. 1. Invested in ridiculous propaganda. Instead of serious anti-communist films, Hollywood should release a buddy comedy where a KGB agent and a CIA agent accidentally start World War III over a stolen sandwich. Bonus points if Elvis is the narrator. 2. Space race? Nah. Space rave. Rather than beating the Soviets to the moon, NASA should throw a disco party on it. Invite Moscow, forget to bring oxygen, instant diplomatic crisis. 3. Turn McCarthyism up to 11. Instead of blacklisting suspected communists, accuse random inanimate objects. This toaster looks suspiciously red. Accuse Senate hearings where a typewriter must defend his loyalty to America. Segment 2, the Soviet Union. Vodka, vibes, and very bad decisions. 1. Flex military might in the weirdest way. Forget praying missiles in the Red Square. Parade giant inflatable missiles that collapse in the wind. CIA analysts would think it's a metaphor. No one would know for what. 2. Spycraft, make it stupid. Replace seasoned spies with circus performers to leave juggling pins and bare prints at crime scenes. Western agents can't tell if it's a sabotage or a straight performance. 3. Economic innovation. Instead of focusing on nuclear weapons or space tech, pour billions into a Soviet brand soda that tastes like beetroot soup. Salad as the drink of the future. Watch morale tank. Section 3. The Cuban Missile Crisis, tips for maximum WTF. The world was this close to nuclear war in October 1962. Why head over tense brinkmanship when you can actually make it a farce? For the U.S., send a fruit basket to Castro with a note saying, sorry about the blockade, hope this helps. Accidentally include a pineapple-shaped listening device. Broadcast JFK's speeches and interpretive dance instead of on TV. Moscow misinterprets peace as launch everything. For the Soviets, hide the missiles in plain sight, paint them like giant cigars. U.S. surveillance planes can't tell if Cuba is armed. They're just heavily into smoking. Let Khrushchev challenge Kennedy to a chess match. Winner gets Cuba. Loser has to eat beet-flavored ice cream on live TV. Bonus, how to accidentally escalate into nuclear war. Because why stop in near apocalypse when you can guarantee actual apocalypse? 1. Have a U.S. pilot create a rubber balloons over Havana as a joke. Soviets mistake it for biological weapons and retaliate. 2. Khrushchev sends Kennedy a letter, but the translator accidentally changes the peaceful resolution to mutually assert destruction. 3. Set up a hotline between Washington and Moscow, but it's a prank call line. First message, knock knock, who's there? The end of humanity. Mission conclusion, mission accomplished. By the end of this FUBAR scenario, neither side wins. The world's confused, historians give up, and the Cold War becomes a slapstick comedy instead of a geopolitical nightmare. Somewhere in an alternate timeline, this is the version we got, and honestly, it might have been less stressful.
Hey there, fantasy and science fiction fans, lovers. If you can't get enough of mystical realms, futuristic worlds, and thrilling adventures, then you come to the right place. By subscribing to fantasy and science fiction at Story Nori, you gain access to an amazing collection of stories that will transport you to realms beyond your imagination. By hitting that subscribe button, you'll never miss out on the latest tales of wizards, time travels, space exploration, and so much more. Our channel is dedicated to bringing you the best in fantasy and science fiction storytelling, and we're always adding new and exciting content for you to enjoy. But that's not all. By subscribing, you'll be also becoming part of our incredible community of fellow fantasy and sci-fi enthusiasts. You'll be first to know about the latest content for the channel that you won't find anywhere else. So what are you waiting for? Join us on this epic journey into the unknown by subscribing to fantasy and science fiction at Story Nori. Today, your next thrilling adventure awaits. Right, hit that subscribe button and let the storytelling begin. Thank you for being part of our amazing community. We can't wait to share even more incredible stories with you.